It's been a horror show.
The problem is Man United on itself.
It should have stayed in Ajax.
This is Surviving Man United. When did you start supporting Man United and why?
Was it 2006? I think I started supporting Man United in 2006 after I watched the World Cup and fell in love with Cristiano Ronaldo. Upon following him, I realized that this club called Man U. And yeah, that's how the journey started.
I don't know when did I start actually, but then it's been my team for years now. Maybe actually from, let me just say 2009 when I really started to become a fan of
Football, yeah.
So from there, yeah.
How was it like back there, like supporting Man United during the Sir Alex era and everything?
I wouldn't actually know because I was young,
Yeah.
but then from my experience, I felt like it was good because
Yeah.
they were winning. It was always been Man United.
Yeah, and
All over the
they were
state.
always
So
dominant.
I would say I was happy.
It was very nice, eh? I at the time it didn't really feel so wow. You understand? But given the last 10 years, I think if Man U was to win a Premier League or any other big trophy, it would be something else. But at the time, it was something that we were used to. It wasn't. I think even City fans these days feel like that. It's just one of those things. But it was a pretty nice experience. No one could ever banter you about the club you support and all those stuff. So yeah, it was a pretty decent time.
So you were the banterer, the guy that banters other club.
Definitely. I used to. I think that's why I hate Chelsea so much. I used to have friends who support Chelsea, and I used to banter them all the time. And how times have changed. Now it's them who are always on my case. Okay, at least not recently.
I'd say I started supporting Man United maybe 2015, 16 because back then I wouldn't say in primary I was a fan of what, but when it came to playing soccer, the first team I fell in love was Man United.
And then before then, you were aware of Man United before 2015.
2015. No, I'd say no. I wasn't aware because I was only watching football like in South. I didn't know much about EPL, La Liga, Bundesliga. Yeah, I didn't know much about European football. I only knew much about South African football.
Yeah. So why did you choose Man United in 2015 to support?
I'd say, you know what, man? I was a big fan of Rooney as well. When I came into knowing football, I knew Rooney, and me finding out that he was also he played for Man United. I was like, you know what? Let me see who this guy is. I followed him for a while. Good striker. And I fell in love with him first before United. So I'd say it was because of that.
If you were enjoying this video, please like and subscribe and help me reach at least 500 subscribers. Now let's get back to the video. When you last won your league in 2013, did you think to yourself, hey, maybe this could be the last? So you thought, we're Man United, we're coming back very soon?
I think if anyone would have said to me, we didn't win the league for 10 years after Sir Alex retired, I would have probably told them they're out of their mind. I would have told them there's nothing like that. Give us 2 years and we'll be back there, because I knew the transition would be as smooth as a lot of fans expected, given that we went from one of the most authoritarian, a manager that has authority, to one that I have always had my doubts with David Moyes, even before he came to United. So when I knew that he was going to take over, I kind of thought that he's going to need 2-3 years to adapt, get us back to where we belong. But I think it was 8 months down the line, he was gone.
Did you ever imagine that Man United would go on this drought of not winning the league for 11 years?
Not in my lifetime. No.
Never saw this
Never saw this coming. But there's first time for everything, as you say.
Yeah.
So this is it. We're facing the reality now. We aren't gonna say, yeah, it is the best team in England, but then currently, like you see, Man City is dominating. You can accept that. It's dominating now in the setting. Now it's dominating us.
Since you started supporting United not so long ago, so as a child who was attracted to Man United, did you think maybe that drought of not winning the league would extend to 11 years without winning the league? Or maybe you were still hopeful, hey, this year might be our year?
No, I was actually hopeful upon realizing that being a Man United fan with no trophy at that moment, at the time, It was hard though, like people laughing at you, like every time Man United was playing and City winning, people were like, yo, I know you don't have a throw, don't forget. So it was a bad experience, but I was like hopeful, or like, no man, we have good players.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, with time,
We can still win the league.
yeah, we can still win the league.
Yeah.
I still had hope, so much hope, because it
Yeah.
wasn't that long. 2018, 2015, I
Yeah.
thought we still had time.
So, and then in the last 10 years, it hasn't been good for Man United. So, can you just tell me about your experience in that 10 years you witnessed?
It was bad. It was hurtful. Still hating now because it's not meeting that I know now. Bad. It's beyond bad. I don't know what to do now, but then it's my team. I have to support it.
It's been a horror show. It's honestly been a horror show. Because there are seasons where we finished second, but even that second was not a second that you feel like, okay, we win the title. You understand? You are second, but you are 15, 20 points behind the leaders. And you ask yourself, what are these people doing? But yeah, it's honestly been horrendous.
What do you think has been like the problem? Like, why do you think? Yeah.
The problem is Man United on itself. I don't know because there's something lately with the management. I can say I can also put fault on the team players, but then they don't show consistent. It's bad.
But now, I'd say injuries and the structure. You don't have Ten Hag as players, but his preferred 11 is not. He hasn't been using it, so you have Antoine. The guy is like Antoine was a good player at Ajax. He's a baller, but he was good at Ajax. He should have stayed in Ajax. Onana was a good goalkeeper last season. Yeah, in Champions League, he was a good keeper back then. But now, because he has our defense guys, our defense is not good.
But then, what do you think has been the problem at United for the last 10 years?
For the last 10 years, I'd say I can't blame management. Because for every player, for every coach, each player they've wanted they've got. Even though not all players, but most players they've wanted they've got. So I think mostly it's about the players. Because for now, imagine being paid so much money and you don't deliver. 120 how much is he being paid? Or was he bought for? 100 million euros was bought for 100 million euros. I don't know how much he was bought for. But Naga, like, just think about you were bought for so much and yet you can't deliver what you were bought for. So I think mostly it's about the players. You relax too much knowing that I'm being paid so much.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and make sure that you're back next week for part 2 of Surviving Manchester United.